Today we're going to be talking about sweet sleep in the backcountry and the 4 items that I use to get it. Stay tuned. Full disclosure, I am not receiving any benefits or sponsored by any of the items you're going to see in this video today. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Get Outdoors, in case you didn't know. If you haven't yet, I ask please click on that logo in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Subscribe, ring that notification bell, and get notified every time we put out new content. So, like I said, we're going to be talking about sweet sleep and the 4 items that I use in the backcountry, and maybe it'll give you some ideas or help you out in some kind of way in your research of getting comfortable sleep in your tent, your hammock, whatever. So, that being said, I am a tent sleeper, so I do sleep on the ground. The first item that I use is the very foundation of my system. It is my air pad, the Nemo Tensor. This is the regular wide. It has an advertised R value of 2.5 and clocks in at about 17 ounces. It does come with a pump sack, so you do have an extra little piece of material that you carry around. And if you use the stuff sack, you have that also. So yeah, it retails for about 180 bucks, and this, like I said, this is the very foundation. What I tend to do, and if you're a newbie to backpacking and camping and whatnot, you don't have to fully inflate this thing. What I personally do is I fully inflate it, lay down, and then deflate the amount of air, let out the amount of air that I need to make it comfortable for what feels good to me. If that makes any sense. You don't have to sleep on this thing fully inflated, because it does tend to be a little uncomfortable. At least for me it does. So anyway, that's it. The Nemo Tensor regular wide. This is what I use. Item number 2 in my sleep system is a silk, 100% silk sleeping bag liner. This particular one is made by Browant. I found it on Amazon for $61.99. and it clocks in at about 6.3 ounces. This is rectangular in shape. I did upgrade, or change, I should say, from the Cocoon brand, because I found that the Cocoon brand was too restrictive while I slept at night. I felt, I don't know, trapped. Couldn't move around like I like, and I wasn't comfortable with it, so I swapped out with this one. This one's actually a little cheaper. This one also includes a little pocket up top that your pillow can slide in and keeps it from moving around at night, so you're not chasing your pillow all around your tent. It's also beneficial. It keeps your body oils and dirt and grime from the day's hike off of your sleeping bag or quilt or whatever you use. It's much easier to wash this than it is to wash your quilt or sleeping bag. So yeah, there you go. Item number 2, it's the Browant 100% silk sleeping bag liner. Item number 3 in my sweet sleep system is the Outdoor Vitals inflatable pillow. It weighs about 2.5 ounces, comes with a little stuff sack. They advertise it as free, with a catch. You got to pay shipping. At least when I bought it, that's what it was. They advertise it as a $24.99 retail value. So take that as you will. When I first got it, I slept on it indoors to see if I could tolerate it, and I slept comfortably through the night. So that's what made my decision to put it in my pack and take it with me camping. So there you have it. Item number 3, it's the Outdoor Vitals inflatable pillow. Item number 4, last but not least, is my UGQ down 20 degree 850 fill power Bandit top quilt. That is a mouthful. This thing is so compressible, so lightweight, and so comfortable. I've taken this thing down to 24 degrees and it was just warm and toasty. I contacted the company about their 20 degree rating, and that is, according to them, their comfort rating. Not the survivability, their comfort. I don't know how they measure that. I don't know all that good stuff, but this is 850 fill power down, natural down, and It does have a good foot box, and I mean, I could get into this thing. I'm going to do a full review on this at another time, but this is the outer shell. This is a quilt. I am a tent camper, but it is a quilt. And the reason that I use a quilt is, according to the research or whatever, if you have a sleeping bag, which is totally fine, you compress that material that's underneath your body and you lose the R value. So you're basically carrying around extra weight for purpose, you know, extra weight for nothing, if you will. Kind of getting lost in my words. But anyway, that's why I carry a quilt. I found it was a way to shave weight, and if I'm carrying weight for a useless purpose, hey, some people like sleeping bags. They like that fully encapsulated feel, and that's fine. I like to be covered, but I also like the freedom to pull the covers off if I get too warm. So with all of that information and all of that being said, how much does my 4-item system weigh? There you have it. That's my 4 items that I use to get sweet sleep in the backcountry, and I hope this is enlightening for you. These are not items that I necessarily think that you should have, but this is what I use, and hopefully if you're watching this and looking for ideas, because I spent a lot of time researching all this stuff, and this is some of the items that I was led to or figured out. And sleep is very important in the backcountry. If you're not getting good sleep, it can lead to fatigue, which if you're on a multiple day hike, fatigue is kind of your enemy. You start losing, you know, possibly balance and decision-making potential. You're tired. It affects your mood. So find a system that works for you and make sure you're getting good sleep. The setup I have is perfect for 3 seasons. Like I said, I've taken it down to 24 on our last trip, which was the Grand Canyon. First night was 32, second night 32, third night was 24, and I was perfectly comfortable with the way I was set up. I'm not going to say that I was sleeping in bare minimum clothing, but I did have some clothes on. That being said, it wasn't much, thin layers, but take that as you will. And hopefully, if you have any questions, just hit me up, and I'll be more than willing to answer that. And yeah, so there you have it, the 4 items for my sweet sleep system. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you haven't, please think about subscribing to the channel, ring that notification bell, and we'll get some more content out to you soon. I'm going to plan on doing a full review of that quilt and maybe some other items. And I do have a big trip lined up. I think I mentioned that in a previous video, and things are starting to fall into place. I'm going to bring that announcement to you hopefully within the next couple of months. We're just going to iron out those last few details. But anyway, in the meantime, till I see you in the next video, remember to get outdoors.